welcome to You Can Learn Academy. Go to Paint, draw a simple page. See, simple page like this. Okay, this is the header. This is the header. Okay, this is a very simple page. I am creating it. Anyone can do it. Okay, so see how simple it is. Right, take any color. So it is the left menu. For example, it is our left menu. Okay, and this section is body. Right, over here I will add some text. I will add an image. This is an image. Okay, and here I will add some text. Okay, now again I will duplicate this entire block. Copy this, paste this. See how easy it is. Now you cut this. Paste it over. Okay, image is getting little bigger, so let me shrink this. Can we do this? Hello?
Yes.
Okay, I want this. We have to complete this by today. Okay, now you tell me, is it possible? Then I will go to the next step. Otherwise, I will stop this over here, right?
Yes, it's possible.
It's possible? Possible for everyone or only for?
No, yes, it's possible.
Okay. Okay. So the simple. Okay, I will also give you this design. You need not to create this design by yourself. Right, and a footer. See, simple. How simple means it will take maximum. How much time it will take? It should take maximum 10 means 15 to 20 minutes maximum. Okay, so see, I have created a page. You know, right? Most of the pages looks like this, right? So first we will create this with our table structure, and then in next class we will go to the more complex feature, which is a div. Okay, generally table doesn't use, we don't use table in nowadays, but the first starting should be from the table, right? Okay, so this is our page. So what I will do, I will just save this as a page. Okay, let's save it in our folder. Page. Okay, I saved it. Now go to our editor. Okay, and we have already created this basic.html. We will convert this only. Okay, I don't need this code. So first what I need, see, this is a table. Actually, if you see, so first we have to create a table like this. So can anyone tell me how many rows are there in this table? Hello?
Hello.
How many rows are there in this table? First, consider this entire as a object. Don't consider this middle section, right? Consider this entire box. How many rows are there?
Okay.
2.
Yes. Let's see how many rows are there. 1,
1 and 2.
1.
1, 2, 3.
3. So first you have to
Yes.
create a. So you also do this. Okay, this is how you can see. This is the way you can visualize the page structure of all the pages in this world, right? See this. Okay. Now what? Now inside this table you have to create another table. Generally, you generally do it, or with the help of this call span and row span, we can add one line over here. Okay, so how many columns are there in second row? There are 2 columns, right? Okay.
Yes, yes.
So this is our page. Okay, right. So what is the challenge now? Challenge is that no height is mentioned, nothing is there, right? This is kind of a bare bone. So to make it simple, what I will do, I will start writing CSS, right? So see how quickly I can write it. Just it will take 5-10 minutes, and my page will be done. Style. This is the most easy and most convenient way to write style. Okay, so suppose the first class will be dot, and you need not to write this. The most interesting part is that you need not to write this by your hand, because there are a lot of frameworks who have already written this code for you. In your lifetime you will be writing this code only for once. Why? Just to learn. Okay, after that he will never going to write it. Why? Because that is already written. So what is the point of reinventing a wheel? Wheel is already invented. We need not to reinvent it. Okay, right? So this is my header. So let me add padding, not auto. I need padding of kpx. Okay, 100%. See, simple. Okay, simple thing I am writing. You know this. Text align, center, background. Now let's add a background image. Okay, so we haven't yet added any background image, right? Anywhere. Generally in header we have some kind of background image. Okay, so go to Google. Or do we have our own background image? So we should have something inside this. Give me one moment. Yes, we have this one. Okay, so what is the width height of this? So if you want to check one more very important thing, okay, so how do you check the width and height of this? You cannot understand, right? What is the width and height of this image, right? So see, dimension is given over here, 1140 by 400. Can you see this? 1140 by 400.
Yes.
File
Yes,
is
yes.
JPG. File format is JPG, and size is 221 KB. These 3 things are very important, especially when we are talking about online. So we should always use compressed image, right? Because in your page, if you add a lot of heavy image, that will increase the page load time. You may have seen that some pages loads very quickly and some pages takes a lot of time to load, right? So that is not a good practice, right? So we should always have a page which takes less time to load. Now we will go to our folder, and inside this is the session 5. Okay, so we have already created a style folder. Let me just clear the chunk. I have put everything inside this extra folder. So now see, this is clear now. So the first we have created the CSS, so this is style. Now we will create a folder which is known as what? Where should I keep our images? Which folder? Hello. What should be the folder
Image-
name? Yes.
IMG.
Yes, images. You are right. Yes, images. Why images? Because multiple images can be there, right? So it cannot be image, but it should be images. So this is the convention. Convention is what? The image should be kept inside images folder. The styles should be kept inside styles folder. Means CSS should be kept inside styles folder, and all scripts, JavaScript should be kept inside the JS folder. Clear? Right?
Yes.
So now I have kept this in images. Now what I'm going to do, I will going to call this image inside my header section, right? So let's go to our editor. Now images can be called in two ways. One is directly you can call, or you can call it in background. You understand the meaning of background, right? Behind anything, right? So I will going to call it in background. Okay, so background. So see, now again you can call directly background image, means only one at a time, or you can use this shorthand to call everything in a place, because this is not only about the image, right? You have to call image, then image position does matter, then repeat does matter. Do you want to repeat that image? Then background size that matter. A lot of thing matters, right? So rather I'm going to do the background. I just put this background, then or see, now what will happen? We'll have some confusion, right? So what I will going to do now in this case, I will going to take help from some existing CSS which is there. Okay, for everyone there may be some kind of confusion. So you go search. Okay. Okay, in this two style sheet I'm not getting images. What to do? Can anyone tell me what I can do? Right, go to any damn site. Okay, go here. Okay, this is also image, right? Inspect, simple, so easy. See, this is okay, this is not an image, this is an icon, so there should be some image. So this can be an image. Inspect. Now they have put this image directly in this. Okay, IMG SRC. Okay, what I was telling to you guys, that okay, you can put an image directly, but this will not work for me. What I want a background image. Okay, right, then go to any other site, like open any site. Can you tell me the name of any site? Maybe I have one open. Okay. See, now I can go this header. Okay, inspect. So this is the way how you can get this challenge solved. And one more very important thing is that this will also help you to learn a lot of other things also. So this is how they are placing. Why I'm showing this? I can directly go and in W3 Schools I can search it in 1 or 2 minutes. Okay, I'll not take more than that. But why I'm doing this? To show you that how can you learn it, right? So how can you understand? Understanding is very important, because that will help you to solve a problem. See, now see, this is the code, how they are doing background image URL. Okay, so this is the code you have to place. Now you go to our code. basic.html. So now background image URL. Okay, then what will be our page / page.png. Okay, is it clear?
Right. Yes. Yes. Clear.
Okay, so this is background image, and how can we call this image? URL, and this is folder name, and this is a file name. Now you
File
copy
name.
and paste inside your header plus header. Okay, I have given padding, width and height. Now let's see. Okay, the image has appeared, but can anyone tell me what is the why this white section is coming? Because the image is like that only. Okay, so before using any image, what we have to do, we have to go and check the image. How does it look like? Oh, okay. Where is the image? We copied. Okay, it has taken the image what we have created. Okay, it is not the intended image, right? Let me go back. I think we have put it inside somewhere else. Let us go back. I want this image, copy. I'm copying this image. Now I'm putting it in a proper place. Okay, images now. So this will be, instead of this image, this will be part. We again remove this. The slash. And now see this also banner.jpg. Now let's see how does it look like. Okay. Now see what happened. The image got repeated, right? Okay, because the height of this entire image is not the entire section, not covering the entire section. That's why the image is repeated, right? So what we can do, we can say, hey, don't repeat. Background image, background repeat, not mask repeat. Background repeat, none, no repeat.
Okay.
Okay, right? So no repeat, repeat stop. Then background position what? Center. Right? Looks good?
Yes, that's good.
Okay, so that's how. Now the problem is, see now. See, if you put an image like this, it's good. Then you can position this logo. Okay, so we understood, right? We understood this, right? Now
Yes.
I will do a shorthand. What shorthand? See now, simple. So first make the easy one, then go for a complex step. See, just image. Now I am merging this three things into one. Okay. Background image, URL, no repeat, and position center. Okay. Now see, I have converted everything in one. I have removed image, right? So background. So in background, previously there were, see how many lines of code were there. 3 lines of code. Okay. Now I have converted it into one line. How? I have removed this one. This is called CSS shorthand. This is very important. Okay. You understood this or not? Hello.
Yes, understood.
Other two participants, have you understood it? Okay, I think he has got some problem. He dropped off. Sorin, you understood? Okay, so I am taking silence as yes. So it is done now. Okay, now you can put change the text also. Font, make it extra large. Text align, left, color, like let's make it this. Okay, and change it to our logo. Let's see. Okay, clear?
Yes.
Okay, now we'll show you very quickly, very simple. See, now till this it is clear, right? So now
Yes.
dot left pen, the left section, okay,
Yes.
with 20%. Okay, height. Now see, the challenge is that we haven't given any height, right? So consider this entire page is like 100%. Now padding margin is also considered inside that space. Okay. So rather don't give padding top and bottom. Let's make it in a percentage. So if the benefit is if you use percentage, then what happens? Okay. Then this page became responsive. You can use it in any browser. Okay. So I have given padding 5% and height.
Okay.
Let me give a height also. Height like 5%. Okay. 5% of the entire page. So how much I have consumed over here? Padding 5% top, padding 5% bottom means 10% of padding top and bottom plus height 5% means I have consumed 15% over here, right? So in this
Right.
also I will add left pen padding 5%. Again, I want to keep a consistent padding 5%. Now again this is 10% because top 5 bottom 5 10%. Okay, and
Okay.
so there should be a calculation, right? Open notepad. So this is very important. So header, how much I have consumed over here? 15%. Okay.
15.
Now body, I have consumed 10%. 5 plus 5. Okay, 10%. Now how much I have left? Like I can add more, like 60%. So total how much? 70 and 15.
95.
Okay. So 70,
Yes.
70, 85. Now I have left with 50%, right? So padding 5% and height 60%. Okay. And then go for footer, and for footer also the same thing will happen. Just copy it, paste it, footer, close it. width I don't need. Okay, now copy it in left pane. Class left pane class. Okay, it has increased, but see, it has not, it has taken the padding but not rest of the things. Why? Because we have to use, so these are the challenges what we generally face if we use this kind of table. Okay, so in most of the cases width is taken, but height, it generally don't take height properly. Okay, so we can use in this case display block. Okay, but this display block generally used in divs. Okay, this is not a suggested way to use this in a table, and in most of the cases what happens, display block is not working properly. Generally we don't use deep table also to create this kind of pages. Okay, so we generally use what, we generally use div to create this kind of pages, though when we put content inside this it will work properly, but still see it has been distributed properly, so the space is occupied. See, the left pane padding is implemented in everywhere, padding is means properly implemented. See, they all are in same line. Okay,
Right.
this 5% padding is implemented. Okay, now in body, copy the same code and make it body. Body width would be, so now see, the actual width of left pane became 30%. Why? Because 20 plus 10 plus 10, so it should be 10%. Okay, because I have padding of 5% means 10 and 10 up, right? So it became 20%. Understood the calculation? Means, see, the total width of this page is 100%. Now I am dividing it in two columns, right? So I want this left column should be 20% and right column should be 80%. Now inside that I am introducing padding, right? So for that reason, it cannot be straightforward 80 and 20, because padding we have to also consider, right? So that's what I am doing. Okay, so this padding 5% means padding 5% left, padding 5% right means 10 plus 10, 20. Again, padding 5% means 10, and over here I can put now 70. Okay, so the calculation is 5 plus 5 plus 10. Okay, again plus 5 plus 5 plus 70. Now if you calculate the entire thing, so this 5 plus 5 is padding left, padding right, and 70 means 80. 5 plus 5 padding 10 and 10 20. So total is equal to 100. Clear? Okay, so this is how this works.
Yes.
Now you
Okay.
save this. I've added this class body. Add this class dy body. Add some color so that we can understand. Background color. Background color. Okay. Okay. Understood?
Okay.
Right? So now our page is properly distributed. Now I don't need this border. Okay, this is not looking good. So what I can do, I can remove border from here. This is not required actually, this border. Okay, instead of that, if you want border, you can add border over here. Border 1 px solid and gray. Okay, now the border has appeared, right? Same way,
Right.
you can put the same code in all the places. So we'll have a nice and beautiful border. Okay, now see, border has applied.
Okay. Yes.
Okay,
Everywhere.
so now you just copy this entire part till this, cut it and paste in our style.css. Where is our style.css? Let's close the extra thing. This is our style.css, right? Paste it over here. See now how easy it is. Same. So now I have no CSS added in our page. See, the page is looking so clean, right? That's why it is suggested that you always use external CSS, right? See, the page is so clean.
Right.
Nothing is
Yes.
there. Because why? Everything we have shifted, all the codes we have shifted inside this page.
Style.ts. Right.
Okay. Now, if you want to create, now our next target is what? Our next target is creating this kind of a section, right? So again, I will create a table inside this table. Okay. So the structure will be table tr td call 1 call 2. Now, if you have noticed, there are 2 rows. Okay. So I am pasting that call 3, call 4, table width, percent. Okay, so this has been added over here. Right. Now, can anyone tell me where the top image gone? It was appearing fine, right? Very interesting.
Yes.
Where is it now? See, in real life, we will scratch your head and you will don't understand what happened. It was working fine few minutes ago, but now it is not working fine, right? See one thing. You have pasted the entire code in style, right? And style
Right.
stays inside a different folder.
Right.
Previously, the path was like basic, then directly you are going to images, right? But now your code
Yes.
inside styles folder means it is now inside one more folder, right? So
Right.
should
Right.
the path will be same now?
No, it will change.
It will change because the style is inside a
Yes.
folder. Means you are
Correct.
in drawing room. I go inside
Yes.
your home, I open the door and I can see you. Now you go to move to bedroom, right? So what happens? Okay, I need to move to the bedroom now, right? So that's what I am doing. now. So over here again you can do this background URL. Okay, see, it will now start appearing. Okay, so what the magic I have done? I have done nothing. That this 2 dot and slash means you go out from this. Okay, so
Okay.
when in this page, okay, browser will compile. So what he will go, he will do, he will not search the images inside this folder. Okay, he will actually go out from this, then go to images and then find banner.jpg. Is it clear?
Okay. Okay.
Okay, so this is how we can create a simple page like this. See, now you go to Lorem Ipsum. Lorem Ipsum is a like code text generator. Okay, so free text. Suppose you need this kind of text, so you can copy it. There is no meaning of this text, but it gives us it gives us a basic text idea of like, okay, you can paste this. And you can put an image. For example, where can I get an image? For example, this image I'm taking, okay, or some other image. For example, let's take this image. Okay, I'm cutting this image. I'm pasting. Actually, I want to paste this image over there. Okay, so I'm saving this image. I've taken a snap of this. I'm saving this image. Where I want to save this? I want to save this inside images folder.
Right.
Okay. Name body image JPG. Okay. Now quickly let's go to our code and img see. Now you may remember that I have shown you, right? There was a code. See this one. Now it will work. Inspect. See now. Now this code will work. See now. Just copy this and paste it. Okay. What is our file name? The file name was body image, right?
Yes. Yes. Body image.
Dot jpg, right? So image style max with blah 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 they have given. Okay, this is inline style they have given, and alt means if image doesn't load, then this alt will tell the browser that what is the name of the image. I change. See now the page is ready.
Okay.
Okay, so somehow it's
Yes.
not getting the image. Why? Because maybe the SRC is not working properly. So what I can do, see now, this there should not be. Okay.
Body.
Okay.
Yes.
Now see, it is working. Now copy the same thing and paste it over here. Done. Page is ready. See now.
Yes.
Okay. So we have done it, right? See, so this is
Yes.
this easy is creating a page. So I will share this code with you also. Okay, so and I need to find out if you share your mail ID, then I can mail this code to you all, right? For your reference, all
Yeah,
images,
sure.
everything. Okay, please put your email IDs on the group.
In the group.
Then immediately once this discussion is over, then I will immediately share you this code, and I will suggest you all that just spend half an hour more and complete this.
Right.
Okay, so once this is done, see, next week we will going to convert this to div, which is the most important way of creating a page.
Okay.
Right? So we will not going to use table anymore, because table is not used for creating a page. Okay, we will use div. We will convert the same code into a div based structure, and then we will move to
Okay.
Bootstrap, okay, which is a CSS CSS framework. I have told you, right, that nowadays no one writes code from scratch. See, this, if this type of page is ready made for you, see, I have pasted it in my local folder, see, D Tapas. Okay,
Right.
so if this page is ready made, then why should you waste your time and energy to create that kind of pages? So we don't create those pages from scratch. This type of templates are available, right? Then we will go, next day we will go JavaScript. We will learn a little bit of JavaScript, and then we can go for a quick challenge, okay, which
Right.
will end this basic level of HTML. Okay,
Okay.
so next day we will going to learn quickly. If you guys complete this table structure and little CSS, means if you spend little time this week, then next week we will going to learn this, how can we create this kind of a very beautiful page very easily, like within 1 hour or 2 hours. Okay, and if you can create a page like this, then you can create any page. Like, let me take you to the Bootstrap. This meeting will going to go over in next 2 minutes. So this is a Bootstrap. Okay, so this is a CSS, you can say this is a CSS framework where everything is given. You don't need to write a single line of code. Yes, you have to modify it. It's not like that everything is there. Then there is no need of you, right? So you can create this kind of pages. See, this kind of pages, so beautiful. Live preview. Okay, we can create this kind of some pages. Okay.
Okay.
See. Okay. Right, with the help of Bootstrap, right? See, this is responsive. Though the page we have created, that is also responsive. Why? Because we have used what? We have used, you can, if you shrink the size of the browser, you can see, our page is also responsive, right? See, this is called a responsive page. Why? Because it is resizing itself with the size of the browser. Why our page is responsive? Because we have used percentage, but in real life, you don't need to do anything. Everything is done in this CSS frameworks, right? So you can create a very interesting page very easy and quickly. See, this is also responsive. See how. Now this is mobile style. It's converted itself into mobile, right? So yes, that's pretty much it for today.